Uncle Sam again, telling you to listen, and I hope you will because this is important. The House Budget Committee has just passed a resolution to balance the budget. That's the good news. The bad news is that they don't balance the budget until 2024. In the intervening 10 years, they will have added $1.832 trillion to our already huge debt. Now, Paul Ryan, who is the chairman of the House Budget Committee, seems to think that it's a great thing, but do we need more? Do we need more debt? That's the one thing that we seem to have plenty of. And we certainly don't need any more. As part, and as this so-called balanced budget thing is, it's largely coming from Fantasyland. The budget that they passed assumes that Obamacare will be repealed. Does anybody in their right mind think that that Obamacare is going to be repealed while Obama is still in office? That's not going to happen. I mean, we have to be a little realistic about this. And anybody who thinks that these bums, and that's what they are, they're nothing but a bunch of thugs in Washington, can stick to a plan for 10 years is out of their mind. Years ago, that the Graham-Rudman Act was passed, which was supposed to control deficits. And it really didn't work, and mostly because as soon as it got in the way of their outlandish spending, the Congress tossed it in the garbage can. Now, there are really no cuts. This is supposedly going to save $5 trillion, this budget. Besides the fact that Obamacare isn't going to be repealed for at least part of the time that's covered by this budget. All they're doing, the way Congress works on budgets is they assume that they're going to spend more every year, and that's where the $5 trillion savings comes in. If they kept to their ordinary practice of adding more expenditures every year, they would spend $6 trillion. And now that with this budget, they're abandoning that practice, and they're only going to spend $1 trillion. So that's where the $5 trillion savings comes in. There are no cuts. We're going to be saddled with this monstrosity, this bureaucratic monstrosity in Washington. If we leave the government in the hands of these fools who think they can keep spending and spending and spending, the expenditures will go up every year, and they won't. As I said, they won't stick to the 10-year plan, and the the depace the debasement of our money will just go on and on and on. If you think paying $20 for a loaf of bread or $50 for a gallon of milk is outlandish, just wait. It will happen. In addition to all the other atrocities that they are foisting on us through this nonsense, the the interest on the national debt, which is now 267 billion. That's 267 billion that goes to help them spend even more money. At the end of the 10-year budget in 2024, the interest on the national debt will be 659 billion. Does that sound like progress? It doesn't to me. Now, the Congressional Budget Office has estimated that if they just keep their spending to the current level, which is about 3.5 trillion, way, I mean, even that's too much. But if they just keep it at that level, the budget will balance itself in 4 years. Now, which sounds better? Balancing the budget in 4 years or balancing the budget in 10 years and adding another 1.8 trillion to the debt, which would make it about 20 trillion or more at the end of the 10 years. Personally, I'm in favor of balancing the budget right now. But I guess we can't do that since Ryan made another deal with Senator Patty Murray for 2013 and 2014. So if they really buckle down and did their job like they're supposed to, they don't look at the expenditures for each department or each expenditure. What they do, the way they do things is they assume that there's going to be more spending every year. And I think I mentioned that it just goes up by a certain percentage every year. So, but if they abandoned that and really got down and did what we're paying them for, which that fool Jim Moran of Virginia thinks is not enough. I mean, if he doesn't like it, let him go out and get an honest job. Anyway, if they would buckle down and do the job they're supposed to and look at each expenditure like they're supposed to and see if it's justified, they could balance the budget instantly. I think I've shown you this before. This is a list of, and you can see how small the type is on that page. That's a list of grants and subsidies that the federal government spends money on, and that looks like a lot, doesn't it? except there are 26 pages like that. 26 pages. I think they should scrap every one of them and let the people who want to do these things, let them come in and justify it. Now here's the. This is right from Paul Ryan's website. It says that's right after the committee passed this 10-year budget, so-called path to prosperity. It says, last night the House Budget Committee approved the House Republican fiscal year 2015 budget. Now that sounds like they're going to balance the budget in 2015, doesn't it? That's not in the statement. That's my comment. That's the 2015 budget, the path to prosperity. If you can find humor in it, there it is. The House will consider the budget resolution on the floor next week. Upon passage of the resolution, Chairman Paul Ryan of Wisconsin issued the following statement. For the fourth year in a row, the House Budget Committee has passed a balanced budget. I want to thank all of our members for their hard work and their dedication. They're dedicated to wasting our money, is what they're dedicated to. Okay. The budget lays out a long-term vision for the country. It will grow the economy and create jobs. It will strengthen key priorities like national security and Medicare. It will restore fairness by rooting out cronyism. And it will stop spending money we don't have. It is absolutely critical that we tackle these challenges, and tonight we took a step in the right direction. Well, if you know, that's a lot of baloney. They haven't taken, if anything, this is a baby step, and one that will never happen. This budget is dead. Well, I think that's about all I have for today. But I urge you strongly to contact your senators and representatives. Once again, here's that's the website where you can find all the information about how to get in touch with your senators and representatives. Give them hell. Tell them they're wasting our money. And if they don't get their act together, you're not going to vote for them. That scares them more than anything. If Jim Moran thinks he's not getting paid enough, he should leave, but he won't do that because the job he's got is such a cushy job that very few of them leave Congress willingly. They have to be voted out or die. Personally, I prefer the latter, but okay. Now, this is my email address. If you want to get in touch with me, I wish you would, and let me know what your comments are. Favorable or unfavorable, I'm a big boy. I can take it. and let me hear from you. So, okay, that's about it for today. But I'm pretty sure I'll be back unless, barring sudden death, I guess. I'll be back.